Hi, I'm Aeon. In this video, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to more Drama Dash. I wanted to talk about Aeternus, this thing right here, Aeternus by Riot, Ryamu, and more. Totally not a Tartarus and Acheron sequel. Anyway, I've been getting a lot of questions about this level over on stream on Twitch. If you guys want to go watch twitch.tv/AeonAir. Anyway, I've been getting a lot of questions about this. I have not really looked at it too deeply. I watched it once when it came out and I was like, oh, that's cool, and then I kind of moved on with my life. So what I want to do today is I want to take a little bit of a look at it, give my thoughts and opinions on it, as I do because I'm the thoughts and opinion guy, and then discuss whether or not I think it is a realistic scenario that this will ever get verified, because let's be real, this level's kind of hard. But this level is really cool. I do actually like it. I think it's probably the best out of the three. Is that a hot take? I don't know, man. I haven't done a talking video and discussion video in a long time, so hopefully this is gonna go over well, and we're just gonna be taking a little bit of a look. If you guys like the discussion videos and you want to see more of it, tell me. I want to get more into discussion videos because I don't know, I miss just talking, rambling and all that stuff, because that's kind of what I do best. So if you want more discussion videos, please tell me. If you have any ideas for discussion videos, join my Discord server and tell me your ideas so I can maybe cover it in the future. Let me know. Anyway, let's hop into it. Let's react content. Immediately, we are 2 seconds into the video. I will just not understand why every really hard level these days needs a blue orb spam. Why do we need blue orb spams like this in every single hard level ever now? I don't know, and I don't know if I like it. I've actually never taken a good look at this cube. Like, obviously, the first few jumps are, like, super dumb, right? Like, I think the world record for this level is, like, -2%. Yeah, you have so many, like, jumps like this. Oh, you have to land behind the spike there? How does that even work? One thing I do find very fun about the Tartarus, Aeternus, and Acheron levels is that they've just kind of like, in Tartarus you had this like super easy mace right before the drop. In Acheron there was a bit of regular gameplay until you get thrown into a mace. In Aeternus the entire pre-drop is just mace. Will the fourth level just be quite literally mace only? I don't know. Also, the pre-drop seems to get shorter and shorter, because on Tartarus it starts at 26. In Acheron it's at 17, and this looks like it's at like 10% tops. Also, what the hell is the ship gap, man? Huh? Well, first and foremost, you can't really see anything. Okay, so you have the saw blade there. Wow, that is gross. And then you have to like perfectly get through that to go up here. I'm guessing this is just, I'm guessing that is just a hold the entire way, right? Do you bonk on this corner? You can't see it because it's flashing for some godforsaken reason. So you can't actually see it. I've seen people pass the waves, though. That is something I have seen people do. I have seen people pass the individual wave parts, which I think is absolutely surreal. The fact that the waves are the thing that people are passing this level is dumb. But then again, looking at these ship parts is kind of like, are they even meant to be humanly possible? I know it probably isn't. I know this is probably made to be like oh, if you guys are good enough in like 7 years from now, go for it kind of thing, right? But like, it's crazy when you look at it though, because to me at least, the waves do kind of look the easiest. And I think this is at like the point of difficulty where the level is so hard that the simplicity of the wave will genuinely just make it easier, right? Like, wave can only get so difficult before it's like unreasonable, and at a point it will just look easier to do the waves because of the fact that the wave is a very simple game mode. It just goes in a diagonal. There is no momentum to be had, right? So the wave's just gonna look the easiest, and the only way to like really make it harder is to make it a more awkward click pattern. And I feel like this level does that well. The waves look really dumb, but it also looks like you can possibly do them, right? Except for the ship bar. Holy shit, can you even do this ship? Holy bitrate. I'm so sorry about the bitrate. Why is there like 7 pixels on my screen? Hold up. Yeah, like, look at this. Like, I have to hit that between those saws. That actually doesn't look that bad. But like, gauging that perfectly so you go up here and then you hit that. Actually, no, this might be possible. Maybe I'm stupid. I'm probably stupid. Because there's probably like some like fixed hitbox bullshit here. There's maybe like a 6 or 7 pixel gap here that you can hit. This UFO looks unbelievable. Like, the Tartarus UFO is like crazy already. And then you have this. It does look kind of cool though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it looks like it would be very satisfying to play this part, but like, I wonder how they managed to like come up with like the most mind-numbing UFO gameplay ever created. Every single level that they make is anyway. Yeah, like look at these wave parts. I'm assuming that these spikes are real, right? Like I don't know. It can't just be me who's like, yeah, it looks hard, but these waves definitely look more reasonable than their ship parts, because ship parts look like it's Satan himself made them, right? We got another base. As my theory is coming through. For every new Tartarus level that comes out, we're getting more and more mazes. At some point, they're just gonna be full memory levels. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh, oof. That wave looks disgusting. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Oh, what the hell was that? You go up here. This is like last click Tartarus kind of bullshit. No, you are upside down. Oh. The blue from the wave made me think you're regular gravity here. Okay. So you're upside down. That probably makes it a little bit easier, actually. You can go up there. In between that, that looks disgustingly hard. That gap doesn't look that bad. That actually looks like the most reasonable gap in the whole entire level so far. I'm not gonna lie. And this green orb is stupid. This last wave is just unreal, man. And then to clench your cheeks to not die at this part. Oof. I think I could probably do this last ship, though. I'm not gonna try it. I'm pussy, but, you know. Yeah, I don't know. This level is really cool, though. Trying to collect some thoughts here. There are... I don't know. I think visually speaking is really cool. I don't really know if I've heard anyone be like, ah, the level's ugly. But to me, at least, the level is very good. I think Ryamu and his team has like really kind of stepped up and just kind of like found a niche that kind of works. The intensity of the song really works with like the flashy nature of it. I think a lot of people have been like, oh, it's too flashy, it kind of looks ugly. But like with the intensity of the song, I think it kind of works, right? Like I think it does a very good job at conveying what it wants. To cover the idea of will this get verified, I think it could happen. But if it does happen, I don't think it will be rated because, and hear me out, not because the fact that it's not rate worthy, I think it's 100% rate worthy. But I think Aeternus is gonna suffer the fate of top players not being willing to try and adapt to 2.2. But I do think that if a level is not verified within the native playstyle of the update that we are on, can it really get rated? Because I feel like we have at this point proven that it is very possible to beat really hard levels on 2.2. We've seen Quiver beat Abyss of Darkness, and I know that Rainian has like 59 on Akron on 2.2. So it is very possible to get like really good progress on really hard stuff on 2.2, but people are still saying that the hardest levels won't really be reasonable within 2.2, which I can see it. I don't necessarily agree, but I can see it. But I think in the case of something like Aeternus, people not wanting to adapt to 2.2 is not going to be... It's going to be the reason why it probably won't be rated, even if it does get verified. Because let's be real here, who's actually going to try and verify this on 2.2? As much as I think it would be really sick to see this get rated or verified and rated, will it realistically be done on 2.2? I think I've just kind of like over the past many years that I've been a part of this community, I've always said that this is going to be the top, this is going to be the peak, we're not going to be going any harder. I've burnt myself on that one 1 billion times over, where I'm like, this is the last hardest that we're going to see in a while, and then a couple months later we get a new hardest, right? So saying that this is never going to get rated is not that smart, because it's just a minute long. This level is like 1minute 10 seconds, right? Like 1minute 10 seconds. You can be insanely precise over 1minute and 10 seconds. And already it's been public for like a month. Not even. I think it's been like 2 weeks since this level came out and became like public verification #1. And we've already seen people do like 10% runs, 15% runs, right? Is it... Holy fuck. That was my alarm. That scared me shitless, dude. Oh my god. Damn it. Oh, I got actually jump scared. Anyway, as I was saying, we've already seen people be making like small progresses. So we are seeing that people are physically capable of doing these things. What is there to say that given like 3 years down the line, this might get rated, right? Why do I keep saying rated? I mean verified. it isn't unrealistic to say that 3 years down the line, we might see someone be able to beat this, right? Let's say perfect scenario world where CRT technology becomes super available and very easy to get your hands on. 240 hertz negative input delay, and we just find this like revolutionary way of making humans insanely talented at shit, which we already are, but you know, I can see the level getting verified for sure. Is it likely? No. Will it happen? Possibly. But I am very curious to see whether or not we are going to see the level get rated, because as I said, as long as people are under the impression that 2.2 is inferior to 2.1, what are the likelihood of someone good enough at the game to invest the time and effort into playing this on 2.2 when realistically they can do it easier, when they can make it easier for themselves by beating it on 2.1, despite the fact that if it's verified on 2.1, it likely won't get rated because it's not a 2.2 level, right? And what I mean by that is a level that is made and verified outside of the game through different means, which a GDPS is, let's be real, will it get rated? I hear you scream at me about levels like Sky Shredder, Fragmented, Sync, which are all 1.9 GDPS levels. The difference here is that the game plays fundamentally differently. I've talked about this extensively before. The game plays fundamentally differently between 2.1 and 2.2. It doesn't between 1.9 and 2.1. Therefore, it can be very easily replicated to verify the 1.9 level on 2.1. But if people keep saying that 2.2 is so much worse than 2.1, can you really say that the level can be replicated on 2.2 if it was verified on the 2.1 servers? And then you scream at me, but Tidal Wave was also verified in 2.1 before 2.2 came out, so I think it's a little bit of a different story. Probably just very slow at rating it for some reason. Why? I don't know. It probably fell under the pressure. I don't really know. I don't really care. But I think it is an interesting discussion to be had. Will Aeternus be verified? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. We're gonna have to see, I guess. It's one of those situations where you have to combine reason with belief, and I have belief that the GD community can prevail. We haven't seen anyone in the GD community really put in as much work as that one guy in Super Mario Maker who spent like 7 years verifying one level, right? We haven't seen anyone in the GD community do that. Tidal Wave took like a month and a half, maybe a month if you don't include how many breaks Zoink took. That's the current #1 level. Both Pop-Off and Trick beat it in like a month at best. Is it unrealistic to say that if either of them decided to spend the next 2 years playing Aeternus, it could get verified? Absolutely. I think it is. I think it is within reason. The level is physically possible to play. You can do all the parts individually. It's just about stringing it together. And even though stringing it together is ridiculously hard, I still firmly believe that we haven't really seen anyone truly try and push GD to the limit by just playing a level for an absurd amount of time. Am I crazy for thinking this? Like, imagine if someone like Zoink or Trick or Pop-Off spent as much time playing a level as someone like Speedy Muffin or myself or literally anyone who spends more than a month playing the same level. I think we could verify some really hard shit. It's just that the best players just don't spend way longer than they really need to. They can beat stuff in like 5 days and call it quit. They'll be like, oh, this was pretty hard, and then they've beaten Saul Goodman in 4 days, right? I think if we see someone truly try and push themselves to the absolute limit, like those 3 players, we are going to see some really hard shit get done. Anyway, tell me what you guys think. I've probably just been rambling here. I just wanted to air some thoughts. The level's cool. That's all I gotta say. The level's just really cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys around. Eat your green self. Stay hydrated. I think we make it mad. I bet a whole minute was a little bit better too. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.